The Howard Stern Show.
It is so hot in here, Robin. Allow me to remove several articles of clothing.
Why get dressed in the morning?
I don't know.
Why don't you come in and see what you need to wear?
I might have to put a swimming pool in here.
Brain, come in your underwear and then dress.
I'd like to do a show where we got like a big giant hot tub and girls in it. And I could relax during the show and be in my tub with the girls.
Yeah.
What
would I do that day? Can I stay home?
No, you would watch me.
Oh.
You would watch me in the tub. You get in the bikini and jump in.
I have to watch you.
Scott, what are you doing? You got the thing?
Hello. Here's our engineer, Scott.
Why does he need a flashlight to do the air conditioning?
I'm mining for coal.
You should have seen yesterday afternoon. We were working on another OJ bit.
Yeah.
You know, where I talked to OJ.
Yeah.
So we pulled Scott into the room to tell him what we needed him to do. And for like a half hour, me, Jackie, and Fred just made fun of Scott.
Aww.
We know why it was brutal? Because we weren't on the air.
Yeah, because
we were doing it.
Then you have an excuse to do it.
Totally unnecessary.
Because when we do it on the air, I always say, you know, hey, look, you know, we're doing it just to goof around and entertain the audience. You understand it's not for real.
But when you're doing it back in the office.
Yeah, and there's no tape recorder.
It's like we're passing a hot potato. You know, I thought about that.
You didn't even need me in the office.
Well, it's more fun to do it to your face.
Well, I know that.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it without you. That's one thing.
When you make fun of Scott,
do it without
you got to, even though he doesn't say anything, you got to see him. Like right now, his upper lip is all sweaty. It's just funny to look at.
I was going to ask you, what's under his nose?
That's from my nicotine.
No, under your nose is all wet.
I was just crawling under the console.
I'm like a dog. My nose is wet. Yeah.
The only thing he said the whole time was, about every 5 minutes, he'd go, "Are you through?"
Yeah.
Are you guys through yet? You should be done about now.
He always has those great comebacks.
Yeah, he has no comeback. It's not
through?
It's not even a comeback. Are you through yet?
He can't come back to these guys.
Yeah.
It's hardly a comment.
Are you finished?
You say anything, it gets 3 times worse.
I forget what we were even goofing on him about.
Doesn't matter.
You know
what? We weren't even we were working. We were working, cutting, pasting, writing. We were doing it subconsciously.
We wrote a whole bunch of jokes for today's show, you know, for the OJ bit.
Yeah.
But they were all out of order, so Jackie gets a scissor and he cuts them all up, and it almost looks like kindergarten because we glue and paste everything all together.
And you regress as you do.
And as we're doing it while we're working, everyone's busy working. We're all being Scott and
Instead
goofing
of
on
whistle while you work, it was do Scott while you work.
Yeah, right. It was just like, you know.
So instead of talking in your own voice, you're talking Scott's voice.
Yeah, everyone was in Scott's voice. Even Jackie, who doesn't do impressions.
I don't know.
Why are you putting up that stuff?
It was all very inside stuff.
It hardly made sense to us.
Yeah.
But just when you go, everybody laughs.
Yeah. And Scott just sits there.
And smolders.
Yeah.
You know what it is the less funny it is, the harder you laugh because it's not funny, so there's no reason to laugh at him. So he knows we're just laughing at him for no reason.
And you know what's funny about it, too? I keep thinking, you know, I see myself as a kid. Even though I'm 41 years old, I don't see myself as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at Scott, I realize, you know, Scott's got a kid, he's got a wife, and he's a bald guy. And to a lot of people, he must appear to be like an older man.
Yeah, I'm sure the kids in the neighborhood think Scott's an older man.
Right, and we're sitting there
We're
goofing.
taunting him on the playground.
Yeah, but no, we're taunting like a dad, you know?
Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
You know what I mean? We're not taunting another guy our age. We're supposed to be above that at this point in our lives.
Really?
Yeah, things should have gotten easier for Scott.
Yeah.
They're getting worse.
I don't know.
He thought he was out of school.
Do you know I make the same amount of money as all the other engineers?
He did start it.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
What should he make?
I do more work than the others.
They're all slackers.
The union's a minimum, not a maximum. I told Tom, our general manager, that the union is a minimum amount of pay, not a maximum.
It's not a strict guideline.
Yeah.
He should be paid more, huh?
Yeah, that's just the minimum amount that you have to pay.
That's right. You go to a good restaurant, you get good service, you get paid, don't you?
When are you going to learn, Scott, to keep your mouth shut?
Are you through yet?
Are you through yet?
That's what he does. Are you through yet?
But that was too much enthusiasm.
Are you through yet?
Are you through yet?
I said, well, Scott, the only way you can get paid more from Tom, you got to threaten to leave.
I'm not going to do that.
Why would I? He'll take me up on.
That's right. Go.
But I'm the only engineer who knows how to work the digital workstation.
Oh, that's going to be his new power.
And no one else knows how to do what I
Get
do.
away.
You know.
That digital workstation is mine, Jack.
Don't touch it. But it goes back next week, and we get another one to.
Yeah, so Scott has got a new piece of equipment. We're a radio station that is literally when we have reporters and stuff up here, or we have camera crews, people look at this equipment and go, "Oh my God, there's nothing high tech about it."
It's amazing we're on the air.
It's amazing we're on the air, and I know my home studio is better than this. And I didn't put much effort into it. Jackie, you've seen my equipment. It's better than this, right?
People come in here and they think we walked them into a candid camera.
Yeah, this is a joke.
Come on, that's how it's done really works.
So finally, after all these years, we've convinced Tom, our general manager, to buy a digital workstation, which means, like, instead of tape recording stuff all the time, you just press some buttons and boom, it's right on computer, you know, and it's so much easier. And it's so much faster and so much more clean.
Is clean and fast.
Yeah, so we finally convinced him to get one. So now this is a big decision which digital workstation to get. So evidently there's 3 being tried out, and Scott's very involved in it.
Yes.
Because this is what he's been waiting for.
I want to make sure the company spends its money correctly.
He can't blow it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do the Korg or the Roland, which is smaller, but I believe it has a keyboard. Let's see. And then there's possibly the... Oh, yes, I think it's the AKG. Yeah.
You know what? It's very funny that just now when Scott was saying whatever he just said, he right in the middle.
Yeah, he could. When he laughs, he goes,
You know, it's real subtle. It took us years to locate that.
Yeah.
Like, what is it about him that just...
Well, Fred picked up on the laugh, because every time Scott would laugh, it would be...
He kind of snorted.
His signature.
I want to make sure.
He doesn't really have a belly laugh. He has a belly, but he doesn't have a belly laugh. He's like, you know... So he's like a guy, like, you know, who's making a noise to indicate laughter.
This is where you should laugh. It's your cue.
In the years of smoking, laughing would make him start coughing.
Yeah.
But he did. He went, I want to make sure.
And he barely talks. It's like,
I want to make sure the company has its money.
It's warm in here, isn't it?
and it's only fun to make fun of him to his face. It's only fun when you make fun of him to his face.
So you don't do it behind my back?
No, not a lot.
We never even mentioned you when we don't see you.
No one even thinks of you.
Right. If somebody does it, it like ends.
Yeah.
Nobody grabs the ball.
No.
But if you do it and I see he's annoyed, you just pick up the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday's whole rap, you know.
I'm the only one who can work the digital workstation. The other engineers don't seem to take an interest.
Were we in the room? Same room together?
Extra value, but I don't get extra dough.
So all of a sudden, this thing has been here 2 weeks. Scott needs a raise?
I don't know.
No. I've always needed a raise. That has nothing to do with the
I think Scott feels he works harder. There's only 2 other engineers, and I think he feels he works a lot harder.
We all work very hard.
He feels he works harder than the other ones.
No, they don't. They're lazy bums.
And I think he thinks that he knows more than them.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The other engineers are fine with me.
They're fine. I certainly smoke harder.
And then, to get away from that, to try and bond with you, he'll change the conversation to Prodigy, which just backfired in his face because that was another half hour.
I never even brought up Prodigy.
Never even brought up Prodigy.
Oh, maybe we did keep going there.
Yeah.
So, have you been on Prodigy lately?
You going online?
I was like Eve in the computer. I'll join you.
We were goofing on him because his wife doesn't let him go on the computer by himself.
Yeah.
Can't go
and I said, Scott, he came in the room and I started doing the radio show, but I couldn't help it. I was genuinely curious. I said, you got to explain to me how things go wrong in your life. I said,
but how did you get into this mess?
A guy buys a computer and he puts Prodigy on it to have a little fun. I know he likes playing Prodigy baseball when there's a baseball around. And at what point did your wife start pulling up the chair and making sure she's online with you every time that you go on that chat line?
Yeah. How does that happen?
Yeah,
what is the process?
Like, do you go on the computer and then your wife pulls up a chair?
Yeah. It's a one-person thing.
Yeah, only one person can sit at the computer.
Yeah, like how do you decide who's going to type and who's going to, you know, like how does it all work?
I control the keyboard.
You
Who
do.
makes the phone call? You know.
I'll light up you Buddha.
How do you smoke? Let me take care of the typing chores.
Your turn. No.
Hello, cyberspace. This is Smokey.
Smokey online.
Online, answering your questions.
Get me a hard pack of smokes while I warm up the hard disk. Right.
So what happens? Like does she ever catch you on there and say, "Why didn't you wait for me"?
No.
No.
No, he didn't answer any of
She
these questions.
dusted the keyboard and found my fingerprints.
Do you have to tell her when you're going on?
I can do whatever I want.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
I swear, I'm just dusting the computer. No, I'm not on Prodigy. No. All right, so I was on Prodigy. I was just trying to surprise you.
So what happens? Like you just say, "Hey, let's go on Prodigy together." How does it work? Like, how was the first time? Did she get mad that you were on there by yourself?
No, I told her about it. I said, you know, they started. That was last year when they started the chat.
Yeah.
I just told her, and she got into it too.
So what does she do? Like, but I know there's a lot of times that you don't go on unless she's with you. So like, what happens? Does she pull up a chair and the both of you?
Or did she say, "Hey, I'd like to see that. Show me"?
Right. Do you boot up together?
Oh yeah, we boot up together. We
Yeah,
light up together.
no, seriously. Like, what do you do? Where's your computer? Is it in a special room in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, where is it?
In your office.
In my office.
Is it in your office? Is it in your office?
It's downstairs. Yes.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
What do you mean downstairs?
It's
Is that your office, the den?
It's in Rocket Entertainment.
Bag 50-40.
Where is your computer? You say it's downstairs, but is that considered your office, or is that the playroom?
Well, it's half and half.
My inner sanctum.
I have an office for paperwork and stuff, and I have the computer downstairs.
Sitting next to
with
it?
all my equipment and everything.
Right, so it's important that the computer be there so that you incorporate the computer into your business dealings.
Well, of course. I mean,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
I definitely use the computer.
What do you use it for business? What do you use? What programs do you use for business?
Well, I use database for music
Quicken.
lists.
Quicken for my financial.
I use Polite Backup. I use word processing for contracts and things like
Honey,
that.
I'm not on Prodigy. I'm just backing up.
Ain't it ironic they call it the chat line, and in real life I'm incapable of really chatting?
Who's incapable of chatting on the chat line? I've seen him on there.
Can't type.
So you have the computer downstairs, so you can sneak away to the computer, or your wife could say, does your wife ever say to you, "Hey, let's go on chat together"?
Yes.
Well, how is that room used? I mean, is that where your kid plays and your wife is in there with the kid?
Do you have any time to yourself down there?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But isn't the kid, like, his toys and stuff all over your inner sanctum?
My fortress of solitude.
There's some things down there, but he plays in his room a lot, or
Right.
you know,
And then you're able to go down and sneak away and get down to some business.
sneak away. Yeah.
Now, is that a smoking area or
Smoking.
a
Yeah.
non-smoking?
Smoking.
That's what the kid plays down there.
Fortress of Smoker. He plays down there occasionally, but
But I thought you said that you don't like to smoke in the rooms where your kid is.
that's correct.
He wears a mask.
I
But if
thought
he's playing down there, then
with the gas mask. Do you smoke down there when the kid's playing?
No.
Liar. You don't smoke when the kid's
Well,
down
we
there?
try not to.
No.
Oh, but they do.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I have a nicotine fit.
I tried, but I couldn't.
I don't want to have a fit in front of my son. I'd rather smoke. It's neither that or let him see me at my worst.
Listen, I got very important work to do.
No, you don't. You sit here.
I have things to do.
Things to do. I'm behind 5 cigarettes.
So then your wife comes down and you both get on.
Yeah. I don't know what the fascination is with this.
Well, sure you do.
Even he has.
But you would prefer to be online yourself, true?
It doesn't matter to me.
Really?
I got nothing to hide.
Oh boy! Who said anything about hiding anything?
Well,
he did.
I'm a lone wolf.
Oh.
I'm a loner or I'm there with my mate. Makes no difference. I'm just going through cyberspace.
What is her title? Her handle?
Does she share your nick? I know your nickname on Prodigy is something like
Rocket DJ.
Rocket DJ.
She's the queen of nicotine.
Does she have her own
No.
nickname?
We just have one.
I see. And she shares the Rocket DJ name?
That's right.
I see.
So do people ask, are both of you there, Rocket DJ?
Of course.
Here's a picture of Scott and his wife on the chat line while the kid has free to shoot up because they're ignoring him.
Make sure you use a clean needle, Scotty Jr.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I don't think Scott and his wife chat to each other in person, so I can't imagine them chatting on the computer.
Getting through the screen.
But what if like a sexy girl comes on and approaches you online? Because I know that happens to me a lot when I go on Prodigy.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Time to go.
And that's when you log off. I've seen him log off in a second.
Really?
Yeah.
Computer locks.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Power lock.
Gotta go.
I think that's a weird dynamic that Scott has. I know Scott doesn't want to be online with his wife, but he has to go along with it.
I enjoy it.
Or she'll yell at him.
No, I enjoy it.
Yeah?
Hey, maybe there's another couple cruising.
Maybe we could talk to other couples.
Especially when Big Al's on, she has a lot of good comeback lines.
Oh, is that right?
Obviously, I can't come back.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, so your wife comes back.
Yeah, I heard her come back.
All right, well, good for you. Good for you. You're in hell, too. Good. Goodbye.
What else do they do together?
We do everything together. We bowl together.
We bungee
Bowl?
jump.
They bowl and chat online. That must be funny. Can we get tape of that?
camera got to go.
Yeah, right. Have bowling league. Are you in a league?
Yes.
Oh, couples league?
It's mixed.
A mixed? Oh, singles and couples.
I have my own ball.
But you're on the same team. She
Yes,
doesn't have her own bowling league.
My
Yours.
wife accidentally grabbed my head the other day and tried to bowl me down the alley.
Were you there?
I said, honey, get your thumb out of my ear.
Oh, yeah, so you're in a bowling league together?
Yeah.
That must be fun.
It is.
Do you guys yell at each other if you mess up?
She doesn't yell at me, but
You yell at her?
Hell, it's her. I'm the king of my castle.
So are you the best bowler?
yes.
Somehow I know bowling is not a sport if Scott's good at
You
it.
don't believe me? I have no.
Oh, I believe you're good at it. That's why I say bowling
It's
isn't
not
a sport. Bowling is for guys who smoke cigarettes, who are overweight,
And drink beer.
yeah, and who have no athletic ability.
I don't drink beer, though.
And that's you. He smokes. It's the only sport that Scott can think of that he can smoke while he plays a sport.
When the bowling ball's being returned for the second shot is exactly enough time to take a drink and take a drag off a
Yeah.
cigarette.
Oh, yeah. He's constantly eating and smoking during his sport.
Watch my timing.
You know, I feel good after a bowling game because I've gotten a little exercise.
Yeah.
But it didn't reduce on my cigarette smoking time.
I can bowl with the right hand, smoke with the left.
Do you have a bunch of bowling trophies in your den?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I don't have any bowling trophies.
I eat pizza with my feet.
Oh, God.
Take the pepperoni off of my toenails.
Do you chat to other bowlers on Prodigy?
No.
Now, whose idea was it to bowl?
It was my idea.
Then you know that's a sport. You know that's not a sport. That's not a sport.
I've got a good average.
How did that come up? Honey, let's join a bowling league.
I've got a burning desire.
Honey, you ever see the movie Field of Dreams? Honey, bowl and they will come.
Scott's a bowler. That's so funny. A big, fat... All the bowlers are fat, overweight guys.
And he's the guy who doesn't wear his pants around his waist.
Right.
So whenever he bowls, I'm
You see
sure
that
he's
big crack.
smiling at everyone.
Yeah, right. Big crack.
Is my crack showing?
I enjoy this. It's fun.
Honey, here's
Especially
my
like this
crack.
special shoes.
I enjoy it. It's fun. I like when he
I have
jumps
my
into
own
the conversation.
shoes and my bag.
Scott makes a comment to me like,
I enjoy it. It's fun.
and then he stares at me and smiles. Like, I don't know, I'm supposed to react in some way.
Hey, you see, I can talk.
If my wife was here, I could say something.
Your wife has to come back. She's not here.
Right.
If my wife would help me talk, I'd be okay. She sticks up for me.
So what is your average? Oh, look, he's modest. He's blinking and doesn't...
I don't really want to say my
No.
average. It's
200. Is it?
Yeah.
200. You type to us. 200.
Now, do the people who are bowling with you know they're bowling with Rocket DJ?
Yeah, that's my secret identity.
I have it. It's the name of the team.
Is that what your name is, Rocket DJ? On the bowling team?
No.
No.
I have another identity.
The name of the team? 3 Jews and a goy.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
boy.
Who thought of that, Scott?
Not me.
That's not me. That was too creative.
It's funny, I didn't think of it.
Yeah, I just joined the team.
I'm one of the Jews.
I love to smoke.
So what's the routine? You get down there, do you eat dinner before you go bowling, or do you eat at the bowling
Sometimes
lane?
we eat at home, sometimes we eat at, in the alleys.
Yeah. Sometimes the 3 Jews and a Goyim like to eat there, and sometimes they don't. Yeah, we were going to name our team 2 Niggers and a Spick, but we didn't have any of those.
Got no takers.
We didn't get our asses kicked.
So you eat some dinner down at the lanes.
Yes.
And does everyone at the lanes know you're Scott the engineer?
I think some people
They suspect.
They
Who's
suspect
on
that
your team? Are they friends, or did you
Did you make?
apply for...
Are any of the other couples becoming friends of yours now? And do you ever go out on dinners and stuff?
No.
No, it's strictly business.
Strictly be our business.
It's strictly bowling.
Sometimes I go into the bowling alley bar and do a few guest spins.
Do you get mad at some of the other bowlers when they don't bowl as well as you? Do you get a little upset?
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Like.
I control myself. You're right.
Well, I'm the best at it. It's the only thing I'm good at.
Have you got the high average?
Yeah.
Of course.
How long have you been bowling to get up to 200?
Well, actually, I used to bowl a lot when I was younger. I haven't bowled in like 10 years.
I was a loser even when I had hair.
Bowling is my game.
You can understand, there wasn't a lot of girls in my life. We were down at the lanes.
Scott Singham is my name.
Do you have a special shirt you wear and pants?
No shirt, no pants.
And you have the shoes with the numbers on them?
No.
What do you mean?
He has his own shoes.
Own your own bowling shoes?
Yeah, of course.
Oh. How many times a week?
Animal.
How many times a week do you go bowling?
I only go once.
Oh.
Enough to have my own shoes.
You got one of those bags with your ball and the whole thing?
Yeah, the bag, the ball,
And
the
my
shoes.
glove.
Do you have a glove?
No glove.
Do you use that hot air that blows out of the bowling thing?
I don't use it.
Do you,
I use a towel.
you use a towel and talc?
I'm a towel
I
man.
dab my head, then I dab
One
my
of those
palm.
rosin bags. You know?
Oh, you have a rosin bag?
Yeah.
For my head.
You have your own rosin bag that you bring?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course.
What kind of action do you get on that ball?
I used a side grip.
So you go down there and you eat. You eat. I'm fascinated. Wait, you eat your dinner.
Well, sometimes
At the lane?
And what will you eat? Will you share pizza with the rest of the team?
No, no.
I like my own food, thank you.
Have a hamburger or,
Less hamburger.
sandwich.
Anything that's carcinogenic.
Yeah.
That's what you enjoy.
Have a
You ever
Something
seen
like
the
fatty
aftermath
acid.
of a bowling team, like, at the alleys?
Yeah.
Like the big pizza box,
Yeah.
cigarette butts sticking in
Yeah,
the
is that a sport, if you can do that?
Full beers with cigarettes.
Sport is usually when you can't breathe at the end of it. These
Yeah,
guys-
have you ever seen anybody with a box of pizza at the racquetball court?
Yeah. So wait a second. So instead of bowling, you just call it loser place, because that's where all the losers
basically
go.
it's dropping a ball.
Bowling is for losers. It just is. I don't care what anyone tells me. I don't want to hear from bowling leagues or anything.
Somebody with a real honest idea would call it loser's lane.
Yeah. And it's not all that difficult, because I know I hadn't bowled in like 10 years. And I've never really bowled, and I'm at Channel 9 doing my show, and Robin says, all right, run up and bowl for the opening of the show. We were doing a bowling show.
Right.
Like where we had celebrities bowl to air out their differences. So, I take the ball, first take, boom, I roll it down the alley, strike.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, hey, do it again. I go, okay, boom, strike.
We couldn't believe it.
It's easy.
All right, how about a U.S. Open bowling?
I'll bowl against you. I'll take you out.
really?
All right. Yeah, I mean, give me a week or two to practice.
You can have a year to practice.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so confident.
Right.
Good.
I'm on the Pro Bowlers tour.
That's easy.
Have you seen me Saturday afternoons on the PBA?
Yes.
The sport where no one makes money.
I think that was a joke.
Those guys make money.
No, they don't.
These guys make money.
Those guys make money.
And they don't make what tennis players or golf
They're
players
being
make.
canceled on
See,
NBC,
they're just like me. That's why I identify with them.
They endorse
Just as hard.
Nobody
Don't get
watches.
paid.
They make money.
So you eat some dinner down there. You had some burgers and stuff.
Whatever.
And fries.
Sandwich.
And then you,
And we bowl.
Fries. We like fries.
We like fries. The cottage kind.
Let's get it on. It's time to bowl.
Let's get ready to rumble.
you got to let Fred just keep doing his Scott impression, and he just keeps getting the Scott. Just keep letting him do it.
So how long do you bowl? How many games does it take?
Yeah.
3 games.
3 games, that's all.
Takes about
three games.
2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 hours.
And what's your bowling day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday's the big day?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I feel really athletic, I order another round. And I'm still late for my friend.
So you,
How do you prepare?
yeah. And then what does your wife wear? Does she wear a skirt or she wear pants?
It's regular jeans.
Jeans, yeah.
What size bowl man are you?
Well, you do a lot of stuff with your wife.
I'm a 16-pound man.
What size is your ball?
16 pounds.
Oh, please. Don't insult me.
I believe in the zen of bowling.
Flaming,
All right, you know what?
orange.
I've learned more than I need to know about you.
Flaming orange.
It just sounds like a horrible life.
Flaming orange bowling.
He's got a flaming orange
He
ball.
smokes and he bowls. How typical.
But I don't drink.
Right. All right, very good. Okay, Scott. Hey, congratulations on your average.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. I got to take a break. I'm running.
Who that is?
What?
Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
But you see, you minimize bowling too much. Imagine this, the clinking glasses, the thick smoke, the oily pizza. 3 steps. What a workout.
That's great. I wish I got more money, though, for what I do for a living.
How many steps in your approach, Scott?
5-step delivery.
Is that right? You've worked it all out.
That's right.
All right, very good.
5 steps.
Did you ever take lessons or something?
No.
It's all, you're natural.
I'm a natural.
Is there such a thing as bowling lessons?
Do you bowl the arrows or do you...
I close my eyes and I throw the ball.
There you go.
Holds up the ball. It's like twins.
I bet you, yeah, right next to his head. I bet you, though, like, there's a whole thing, like, Scott, you know, prepares and then holds the ball a certain way, like Fred Flintstone
Yeah,
going
That's
down.
what I look like.
Yeah.
Flintstone.
Do you?
Hello,
It's all like
Twinkle toes.
Do you get a bowling magazine? Do you buy bowling
No,
magazine?
I don't do that.
But you do watch bowling on TV.
I watch it occasionally. I haven't bowled in like over 10 years.
What brought you back to the sport?
It's something my wife and I could share.
Yeah.
Something that brings us closer together.
We enjoy being online together and bowling. It's our 2 activities. We can smoke during both of them. Anything that you could do and smoke
Is my
thing.
All right, we got to take a break. Very good, Scott. Thank you. And we got to take a break and come back and
Fascinating.
get the show started. I had no idea we'd be talking about Scott this morning. Thank you.